Is this, I'm going to ask the Muslims here, for a consensus, is this the way you understand it, that the Muslim is the servant and Almighty Allah is the master? Is that right? Raise your hand. Only half? How many don't think it is? How many don't know what I'm talking about? How many of you forgot to turn up your hearing aid? Okay. While I was doing my census count, I forgot to ask if everybody was here. Is everybody here? Anybody not here, raise your hand. I knew there'd be one. Did they give me an introduction? Do you know who I am? And you stayed anyway. MashaAllah. My name's Yusuf. Can you say Yusuf? I didn't hear you. Very good. All these years, my wife still says useless. His teeth fixed. Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, the word Aslama is where we get the word Islam from. And it doesn't have an opposite meaning to that. That is the meaning, what you understood right there. You can check it out in the Arabic dictionary called the Mawrid. You can look it up for yourself and see it has these meanings. Certainly, if you understood it in any language, you'd see that this is a person who is definitely not in a position of power, control, and domination. Rather, it's one who's being dominated. And the word Muslim is coming from this too, because in Arabic, you use mu as a prefix on the verb to indicate the one that's performing the action or associated with the activity or amal, action that's going on. Such as, and I'll give you some examples, when we have the call to the prayer, you've heard the call to the prayer, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Now you know I'm not the muadhin. That's called the adhan. Whoever does it's a mu'adhan. And when we travel in Arabic, it's called safar. Sometimes when I travel, I suffer, but that's another story. The word safari in English, safari, comes from the Arabic word safar. It's a type of traveling. So whenever you travel as a Muslim, you become a musafir. Arabs say musafir, the one doing safar or traveling. Sulli is the name of what we do when we're like this, praying, you know, sulli. And whoever does it's musalli. The plural is musallin, right? But we don't use s's after the noun to denote plural, but rather it changes the structure. Like masjid, musajid, like this. Let's come back now to the subject of who a Muslim really is. Somebody could be born with the name Muhammad, Abdullah, Abdulaziz, Tariq, or Sarah, or Yasmin, or Aisha, Khadija. These are all Muslim names. And the parents could say, well, my children are Muslim, and they could be on their passport. And when they go from country to country, okay, you're Muslim. When you go to eat, I need halal food, I'm a Muslim. But does this guarantee that the person will go to paradise? Yes or no? Not at all. Not at all. Because it's not the name and it's not a piece of paper that makes somebody really a Muslim. It is the sincerity inside the heart, it's the righteousness that they have, and the proper belief. And if they don't have the right belief, and they don't do the deeds of righteousness to go with it, then they are not doing aslama. And if somebody's not doing aslama, let me help you. If you're not traveling, you're not a traveler. If you're not calling the adhan, you're not a muadhin. If you're not doing salah, you're not a Muslim. You should have caught me and said, no, not musalli. But you have to do salah, because that's a part of the condition of being a Muslim. Yes or no? Whoa! Time to wake up.